Hey, and welcome to my journey. Go on, get your cup of coffee. You're going to need one. You might need to make it Irish after today. But I guess you can tell from the thumbnail that there will be some sort of, what was it, a proclamation, a declaration, a telling of things that I know you're thinking, what is she doing now? What's she switching to now? Or what's she going to do now? Well, it's major. I have decided to have weight loss surgery. Yes. I have thought about it over the years. I have numerous doctors ask me about it. It's never been something I've been able to do, but a way has been made for me to do it. So I'm going to take advantage of that. It is not something that I have gone into lightly. I have read about it. I know the good and the bad. I am at a place where I don't have the luxury of time. You know, I have been at this for, well, it was 4.5 years. And I've lost 68 pounds. And you can see that last week I gained. The week before I lost. I think before that maybe I gained. That's what I do. I jockey these numbers around. I'll go up and I'll stay up, and then I'll jockey those, and then I'll go up a little bit, and I'll jockey those. And if it's taken me 4 years of not giving up, not giving in, maybe falling by the wayside, but not giving up, y'all know of everything I do, not giving up is my strong suit. I keep fighting tooth and nail against all the odds that are against me because I want to make it work. And I've come to the place to where I told you I don't have the luxury of time. I don't have, if it's taken me 4 years to lose 68, I think I'm at 65 now, 65 pounds. I can't wait another 4 years to lose another 65 pounds, which is not even enough to get me to the point to where I need surgery. I need to be at 250, I think it is. My last doctor's appointment, I lost another inch. So it's probably even changed. It's probably 240 or something. Who knows? I haven't looked at the chart. I have a chart around here somewhere they gave me. When the knee surgeon looked at me and told me, you can have your knees replaced or you can be crippled. I can't be crippled. I can't do that to myself, and I can't do that to my husband. I'm not going to be ugly about it. But before you pass judgment on me, you better be really sure that you're inside this body and you know what it's like. Otherwise, don't pass the judgment. I can't keep living in the body I'm living in. It's failing me. It's failing me hard. I've told y'all on numerous occasions, to the part where it's just like ad nauseum. My knees, my knees, my knees. My back, my back, my back. Think about if you don't have knees. What can you do? What can you do if you don't have knees? You can sit in a wheelchair. That's what you can do. I'm not going to go to a wheelchair because it's taken me so long to lose weight. That's what I told you. I'm going to repeat it again. I don't have the luxury of time. My body has gone past the point. Like the other doctor told me, he said, you have no plan B. Your knees have no plan B. None. So, with that looming over me, And I saw my x-rays. Oh, they're bad. They're extremely bad. They're not, it's not arthritis that you can get cortisone injections for. It's crooked kneecaps, bones that are dug into bones, and you can see the dark on the x-ray where they're just dug into the other bone. They're in very bad shape. And I'm this close now to being crippled because of the way I cannot hardly get up and down. When I get out, I can go and I can walk at the store. I push a buggy. I can't hardly walk by myself long distances and, without something to hold on to. I can't do that. But I can go to Wanda's because I can just push it around. I can go slow. I can go to the grocery store and go slow. Now, when I'm through at the grocery store, I'm wore out. And it is harder for me to get in and out of my car than it is to walk around the store because of the pulling up of the knees and then trying to get them outside the door. And I have my seat back as far as it can go, which, by the way, my stomach does not touch the steering wheel. Yay me. And which, by the way, let me tell you, I've thought about this and I've said it to y'all on this channel. I know I have, that if I could find a way to get it paid for, I'd have had weight loss surgery. Well, I found that way. So here I am. But my appointment was only on July the 6th with the surgeon, my initial consultation. It's been made for, I don't know, month and a half, 2 months, probably 2 months, because it takes that long to get in for your first visit. And after that, once you become a patient, then like today was really easy for me to get in. But since July the 6th, and today is July the 20, is today the 29th, I think. I had the very next week, I got my upper GI, which is a requirement. Then last week, I got my psychological evaluation, which is a requirement. Today, I had my face-to-face after my upper GI, so he could tell me which one he thinks was the best for me. There's a vertical sleeve, which I didn't want. It's not as effective as the other two as far as quick weight loss because I need this done. There's a gastric bypass, and there's a big word, whatever, switch. Call it the switch. It does more rerouting than the bypass. So he said, I have a hiatal hernia, which the PA came in first, and she explained to me that part of the stomach, there's the part that goes into the esophagus, with the stomach and the esophagus meet. I think she said that's the duodenum. Part of my stomach has pressure. She said a lot of times being overweight can do it. Has pushed up into the esophagus. And she goes, and that right there can cause reflux, which is one of the problems I have that I take a pill for, which manages it. Except when I had to lay in the bed for that thing, I had reflux the next morning. So laying flat and sitting up in my chair, two different things. So he said, we take it, we staple off most of your stomach. It's not just like staples. They go up and then they go back down. It's really marked off, the word I'm talking about. Cut off, but not cut off. It's attached so it doesn't come out. They don't remove your stomach. And then part of your small intestine is brought up to that little pouch that they leave of your stomach. The big part of your stomach still is attached to where it's always been attached to. Your digestive juices and all the stuff that your stomach does still flows down through there and goes what it wants to, where it's supposed to. And then the food you eat goes straight through your intestine and goes down to the rest of your intestine, and then the digestive juices meet up there. I don't know the the chemical things that go on. I don't know what it does, but I do know it causes you to get full like that because you can only eat, minuscule amounts, and it will keep you full longer. And I think it has a lot to play with your hormones too, the way they're probably still down in the big stomach. Don't quote me on that, but I think I've read that somewhere in amongst all my reading. And he said that should work better for the hernia. He said if it's too big, he can fix it while he's in there. Something about the switch, that's the one where they do that, but they take the stomach out. They just remove that part of the stomach and attach different parts of your bowels to different parts and, do all that. That one, he said, sometimes has a tendency to like press up, he said, and that could put pressure back on that and cause that hernia to come back. And we don't want that. So he asked me, which one do you think you would like? I'm like, because he knew I was going between the two. I said, I want the one that you say is the best for me because you are the doctor and you see my results. He goes, I think the bypass would be best. The switch works faster. The bypass works fast. The switch, it just a little bit more weight you can lose with that. I don't think it's enough to worry with it. That I'm not going to be left in the dust. You know what I mean? And I don't have because everybody's different, I don't have you're going to lose this amount of weight in this amount of time. So I can't tell you that. I can't tell you when it is because we've not gotten to the final stage of submitting everything and getting all the paperwork back. So I don't know. I meant to ask him today, as a matter of fact, and I forgot. So I don't know how far out he is booked as far as surgery. I don't know. Once you get everything approved and through the system, do they put you in a month? Do they put you in 6 months? Am I going to be done by the end of the year? I don't know. Is it going to be around my Halloween party? I don't know. But if it is, it is. Now, here's the reason I'm going ahead and telling you. Because, first of all, this channel's about telling you what I'm doing, sharing my life, and what would, if I tried to hide that, I could not keep doing I don't even know how I could show you a WW diet when you see what I'm supposed to eat. It is not WW. You would see meal plans and think, well, that's kind of odd. That's not the same because little changes I need to start making now. And I want to be transparent and let you know. So, did my nose just making? Oh, that was that was David's door. He's going to bed. I thought my nose made a noise. Oh my gosh. So, I don't know if, like, I'm doing a video now of each step that I'm taking. So if anybody is interested in it, and I'll send you that video too. I am not here to talk you into doing weight loss surgery. I'm doing it so you do it. No, ma'am. Don't you put that on me. No, ma'am. I'm simply here sharing my journey, sharing what I'm going through. If you're curious, if you had questions, if you didn't know how it worked, if you even thought you might want to do it, kind of give you an idea, because I went in not knowing anything about how the process works. Now, of course, the process at your doctors may work differently. This is how it works at my doctors. So I'm putting together a video of each little thing I do, and so the video won't be out until after I see the nutritionist, because she's not until August 31st. They wanted you, and I didn't realize this until I talked to, they have a navigator. She's pivotal. She does everything. She's the go-between the doctor and the patient. Insurance, other doctors, she sets up appointments for you for this, for that. She is in the important role in this whole thing. She's the navigator. And I was talking to her the other day on the phone. She called me, and I didn't realize that this whole time that I'm waiting to see the nutritionist, I'm supposed to be practicing the diet, starting to get used to the 2-week pre-op diet. There's 2 weeks that you have a strict diet you have to be on because it's to shrink your liver. You're shrinking your liver to get it out of the way. How interesting is that? And it is no carbs. Take away the carbs, your liver shrinks. Who knew? Who even knew? So I will be changing the way I eat, learning to eat more like that so that when it comes down to that 2 weeks, I'm not just jumping in and going to fail, because it's a requirement. It has to be done. And I've got to be keeping a food journal. I'm not, let me show you. Ain't she the cutest? I found her at Food Line this week. I was needing a notebook because, I have notebooks. I'm using my last one over here for all my menu planning and note writing and all that. Didn't have any more. I'm like, well, I need a food journal. So I walked over to this teeny, weeny little school supplies section, office supplies, and she was laying right there on the top. I'm like, oh, okay, she's perfect. So I'm going to I put in here my very first page. These are some goals. Wean off the half and half in my coffee. Wean off carbs, eat more vegetables, exercise more, continue to drink water, switch to decaf coffee when this is done, which is what I have now, and drink less coffee, because I'll just be honest with you, I'm not going to enjoy my coffee as much. I don't want to drink as much of it because I'll miss that half and half. The more I drink, the more I'll miss it. I have not weaned today. I have a month to wean. And then I don't know how long I got after I see her, how long I got to, get ready for that 2 weeks. But I've not written anything else down except for my coffee this morning and my breakfast. But they want to see the food journal. They want to see what you eat. They want to know your calories. They want to know how you cook it. I made hamburger patties that I bought on my grocery haul in the George Foreman. I love that thing. We had those chicken patties last night. They were good. They really were good. I got busy doing other stuff and didn't get my chicken out. I think my chicken soup was supposed to go in the crock pot. It didn't happen. So we had chicken patties. I'm glad I had those in the wings. Chicken patty in the wings. So when I put down a hamburger patty, I had to put down into George Foreman. I guess they want to know so she can look and see your trouble spots. She can look and see, okay, well, this is when we need to change this, or hey, you're really doing this good. Keep this up. I think that's the main reason they would want to see a food journal. So then I've got to start doing that. So I've got to start, and I'm going to get this. Hold on a second. I'm going to tell you what I'm supposed to be learning for the nutritionist. And I don't know, do y'all even want to see what I eat? Do you want to see a minuscule diet? It's not minuscule yet because I can't go from 1,800 calories to 1,000 calories overnight. It's just not going to happen. I've got to get myself there. Do y'all want to see that process? Do y'all even care? Does it even interest you in the least little bit? I hadn't been making what I eat videos just because I put up so many other videos. I was putting up 2 a day, and it was just kind of getting to me. But I don't know. Is this a journey you want to follow along with? You may not give 2 winks about it. I don't know. You can let me know below. If it's something you'd like to see, I can let you see how I'm eating. You can see how maybe I progress. It might be good for me if I get to struggling or something, kind of look back and see where I am now to where I ended up. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you, this is the 2-week pre-surgical weight loss diet. 2 to 3 protein drinks per day. You can eat non-starchy vegetables. 30 grams of protein through food per day. The rest is through protein drinks. Avoid fruit. Avoid starchy vegetables. Don't skip meals. Try to distribute what you're supposed to eat. Try to distribute it through the day. Less than 1,000 calories per day. Now this is just for the pre-surgical 2 weeks. I did ask the navigator. I said, surely I don't have to go to 1,000 calories. She goes, no, but you need to do the other stuff. So now this is 90 grams of protein per day, 30 in eating and 60 in drinking. Chronic kidney disease, which I have, says 70 grams of protein per day, 30 eating and 40 drinking. I'm going to tell you what, it does not take long to get 30 grams of protein. You might think it does. No, it does not. 64 ounces of fluid minimum, less than 50 grams of carbs per day. Now, what you're to avoid are added sugars, and it's got a whole list of them. Glucose, fructose, honey, syrup, sugar, high carbohydrate food and drinks, alcohol, bread, pasta, cereal, fruit, rice, potatoes, corn, chips, cookies, sweet tea, Gatorade, soda, juice, lemonade, punch, caffeine. It doesn't say. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Avoid caffeinated coffee or tea or energy drinks. Over here, what you can have, your non-starchy vegetables, your meats, chicken, fish, shellfish, pork, steak, eggs, cheese, seasonings, 2 tablespoons of low-carb dressing, less than 3 grams of carbs, vinegar, a tablespoon of soy sauce, spray oil, or a teaspoon of oil, spices, and fresh herbs. Artificial sweeteners, clear liquids, 10 calories or less per serving. So it's got water, broth, sugar-free, gelatin, popsicles, Kool-Aid, water, Crystal Light, decaffeinated unsweetened tea, and decaffeinated coffee. So coffee does not stimulate me, so nothing will be lost on me if I go from regular coffee to decaffeinated coffee. I'm not going to do any kind of slump or anything. 0 non-carbonated drinks, so no carbonated drinks, and Propel Fitness Waters. Okay, you can have skim milk, 1%, 2%, or any of the unsweetened plant-based almond, soy, coconut, flax, and cashew. So, as you can see, the diet that I am learning to eat is a 50 grams of carbs or less, and those carbs are going to come from the non-starchy vegetables and any of these, if there's carbs in your milks, those types of things. It's not going to come from bread and cookies or potatoes or corn, all those things we like. So that's where I'm at with my food. I know it's like, if you can't do it now for WW, what makes you think you're going to do it for weight loss surgery? There's a whole lot more at stake when you're facing surgery. And who said I wasn't doing it WW? Doing WW style. Doing low carb style. Doing Nutrisystem style. Things work for me until they don't. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. That's just how it goes. I have been working at this way too long to think that anything different is going to happen in the next little bit. So that is why I have decided I am going to have gastric bypass. Now, let me do a little housekeeping. I am not going to try to sound mean, but this is my channel, and this is my life, and this is my journey, and I will not have any negativity. You do not have to agree with me. I imagine I'm going to lose a lot of subs because they're not here for me. They're here for some kind of content that they signed on for, and now they're not going to get that content. I know who's going to stay with me. I know who is here for me, and I know y'all will stay with me. But if you choose not to, that is your prerogative. But what I will not tolerate are nasty comments on my videos. I will, without a thought, delete and block. I don't care who you are. I'm not going to have it. I don't need horror stories. I don't need trying to beg me not to do it. I don't need to know that so-and-so did it and her guts fell out. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to hear that. I want positive comments. I want positive feedback. I mean, if you want to tell me you don't agree with me, you can tell me you don't agree with me, but you don't have to be nasty about it. It's your right to disagree, and I won't delete you for saying, I wish you wouldn't do that. I'm not going to delete that. I'm not going to block you for that. But if you come on there and saying, you're so stupid for doing that, I can't believe you don't have half a brain, you're gone. So, I don't know. That's just how it's going to be, because I want to keep this positive. I need to keep this positive for me. I need to keep this on a positive level, and I'm going to need y'all to be there for me. I mean, this ain't something that you just willy-nilly do. You know, this is something you're like. I mean, you're going under the knife. So that's what they call going to surgery, going under the knife. It's, hey. You know, but I feel like I don't have an option. I don't feel like there are any options out there for me to get this done in a timely manner to get my life back, because I gotta have my life back. I got a husband who I know misses me. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 grandchildren. I got 1 grandchild. He don't really know me any other way. And before he gets too old and doesn't want to come down here, I would like to be able to do something with him. Take him to the park or take him somewhere where I can walk and have some stamina and go up and down steps, you know. And then with Jacob, I would like to be able to babysit him. What if Holly wanted to go back to work? I'd like to be able to help her out. I couldn't right now. We went to the store and I stood there and held him, but I couldn't hold him long because it hurt my back. Couldn't carry. He wanted me. As soon as he saw me, he reached his arms out. I'm like, oh, well, come here. You know, I had to get him. I couldn't leave him hanging, but I couldn't carry him and walk. So there's all kind of things that I got to do, and I got to have my life back. And this is the way that I see that I can accomplish that. So, with all that being said, if you stick with me, I appreciate you. And like I said, I know who you are. I know who you will be. And I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of you. And let me know if you want me to show you anything about the journey. If you don't, I'll just keep doing. I mean, I'm going to stay on a weight loss plan. I'm still going to do my weigh-ins. Because I'm not going to like, oh, well, I'm getting weight loss surgery, so I'll just try to gain me a few more pounds because it's going to come off anyway. No, that'll just be that much closer I get to my goal if I can lose weight now. So I'm going to start, and I don't know if I'll prep or not. Excuse me, I got the yawn. I was saying I don't know if I'll prep or not because I don't know. I'll have to study on that when I start making my menu, which I'll probably start on early. Because I got to figure out a way to feed me and David, which it'll be easy. He'll get a starch and I just won't eat it. So if I make this, and a bean, then he'll get the beans and I won't. This, and like tonight I'm making a baked potato. I just won't make me one. So I think it'll be fine. I just have to learn. I cannot make him do without because I can't have. I've got to learn how to be around it because the rest of my life I'm going to be around real food, and I'm not going to be able to jump in and eat my way out, jump in the middle of the food and just gnaw my way to the top. I'll be able to eat just small portions of it. Just be careful about what I eat. So anyway, I think we've talked enough. So that's all I know for today, and I appreciate you and I love you, and thank you for being there for me. And I will see you. I am doing prep tomorrow because I already planned it, and I think it's gonna be tasty. So see you tomorrow.